Hey Sugarino, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I actually have a lifestyle channel. I love to do videos when I've experienced something and something has fixed whatever I've experienced or someone I know. So I love to share that information. I also like to do reviews and have a little bit of fun. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here. I hope you enjoy this video and find it useful. Given that you are watching this video and you have seen the title of this video, you are okay with the content that's going to be discussed. So let's get started. So of course, you know, I have to throw in Old Faithful, which is the disclaimer, whenever you do videos like this. So I'm not a doctor or any type of person in the medical field. I'm just a person who has tried stuff and I know what works for me, and I hope what works for me will work for you and you'll find relief. So today's video, as you can see, is about constipation and how to relieve it. I have a couple of options for you that I've tried. Some of them are really good, some of them really fast, and some of them are more natural than others. So, of course, find the one that works best for you, or if there's one of them that you have not tried and you would love to, I hope it works and does well. Anyway, so some of these systems you don't want to do like every week. It's not for that. The things I'm going to talk about are more for like instant relief. The first thing, however, is something long-term that you should do. But aside from the first thing I'm going to talk about, don't consume these all the time. You don't want to mess up your system. Okay. So I will go ahead and get started. The first thing is very simple. It's probably in every constipation video you watch, but it is water. Water is one of the best things for you if you're constipated, to give you relief and to soften your stools. Now when I say water, I mean like half a gallon to a gallon of water a day. So make sure you're consuming plenty of water. A lot of times, you know, because we do a lot of coffee, pop, juice, smooth. Whenever you do these different things, you kind of have to compensate for water. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you do a cup of coffee, do an extra cup of water to kind of flush that coffee out that you had. So again, if you consume a lot of water, that will help, especially if you have like constipation that's, I would say, either chronic or if it's not chronic, something that's reoccurring or consistent, very frequent. That will help with your constipation, is to increase the amount of water that you drink. Now, if you do drink quite a bit of water and you still haven't on occasion need relief, then hopefully some of the other things that I'm going to talk about today will help you with that. So the next one is an over-the-counter medication. A lot of people know about this. It's called Dulcolax, and you can get it anywhere. CVS, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, just grocery store, they sell it everywhere. The thing about this, and I think it's just in maybe recent years, I hadn't bought them in a while and I bought a pack. Like, the pills are so freaking tiny, you guys. So like, look at that compared to my fingernail. So with this, like if you have a problem like swallowing pills or the taste of things, getting it down, these are actually a pretty good alternative. They make your stool soft. They don't cramp my stomach. I don't have any issues. You take like 1 to 3 with a glass of water. Honestly, they're so little, they go down with the water. I don't even feel them going down my throat. So if you have any issues taking pills or the taste of things, these are actually a great alternative. They work in about 6 to 12 hours from the time you take them. So it's a good option if you kind of need immediate relief, especially if you're traveling or something, because these are so like everywhere. But anyways, that is an option as far as an over-the-counter medication. So the next one is not a medication, but it is something that you actually purchase. It's called Mag 7. I actually purchased this when I did the green smoothie cleanse last year, and I will link that video below if you're interested in that video, which is a great video for weight loss and to actually help cleanse your system. But Mag 7 is kind of like a supplement. It's magnesium and potassium. You take 3 to 5 capsules before bed on an empty stomach, and it will help start a bowel movement. This is actually a cleanse system though. I didn't use it as that. I believe I took it one night and maybe 2 nights, and that was it, and it helped. But you can use this as a system, so you can take it for like 5 to 7 days. Just read the instructions on the back. Anytime you take anything, read the instructions. But you can use this and it can completely cleanse you out like a system to where you're doing it every day. But again, I like to keep this around because it's like taking a supplement, and it helps soften your stool. I did not experience stomach cramping with this. Again, I believe this took like I took it, you take it at night, and then you'll normally have a bowel movement in the morning or like at early afternoon time frame. It doesn't take a really long time, but you kind of almost like the Dulcolax, it'll probably take about, you know, 6 to 12 hours before you actually have a bowel movement. But it's good when you can actually take something that does not cramp your stomach. Again, I bought this, it's a vitamin, so I did not buy it at like Walmart or any place like that. I bought this at a family vitamin store. You can try Whole Foods, you know, Central Market, Sprouts. They may carry it. You can definitely buy it online, but I actually purchased it at a health food, basically a vitamin store. But this is a great alternative also if you want to just keep something in your house to help you go from time to time if you have any issues or if you want a complete system. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I actually don't have a bottle with me, but I have tried it. I haven't purchased it in a little while. It's called Magnesium Citrate. I'll try to put a picture in it for you in this video, but it's basically like a clear liquid in a bottle. You can drink it. This also you can buy anywhere. CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, wherever. It's a liquid. I buy the lemon flavor. You can drink half the bottle. If half the bottle does not do it for you, you can drink the entire bottle. So that helps as well. That will actually make your stool loose. The ones that I just described to you, the last three, just kind of gives you a softened stool. It's not like runny. So, but the magnesium citrate can give you a really loose, almost watery stool. So if you're okay with that and you want relief and you don't want any type of pills, you can actually take that. And again, that's kind of the same. About a lot of these are kind of like a 6 to 12 hour turnaround to have a bowel movement. So that is an option if you want to actually do something in the liquid form, and it is super cheap. It's like $1 or 99 cents or something. So that is one of the cheaper alternatives. So the next thing, the fourth thing, is actually a more natural approach also. It is called, and some of you may have heard of this, Super Dieter's Tea. This helps to be fair warned though. This is tea and it has senna leaf in it and also stevia. So it's a more, again, natural approach, but this will jack you up. You have to be careful. When you seep this in hot water, seep it for about 2 minutes to start. If you've never taken this, that's at 2 minutes, you kind of will get a bowel movement the next day. Again, it's kind of the same 6 hour time frame. 2 minutes of seeping, it kind of like, it won't like jack my stomach up or make it cramp. But if I seep it for a really long time and drink it, it could possibly cramp your stomach. So you kind of have to test it to see how you feel with the seeping of this tea. Again, and I believe the box will tell you don't take it on a consistent basis. I think you might take it, not supposed to take it any more than like 10 days, 10 consecutive days. So you can also almost use this as a cleansing system. Just be careful with how long you seep it, and you have to kind of try it to see what works for your body. But again, that's a more natural approach if you want to do this and don't want to do anything over the counter or don't want to take any pills. You can just drink some tea. Okay, and the fifth and last thing is the fastest way to relieve constipation. It is cheap. It's probably the cheapest too, because most of you have these 2 ingredients at home. But you have to make sure you are going to be at home when you do this. Do not do it at work or at someone else's house. Do it at home. It is basically a saltwater flush. It is, I also found this in the book that I read, the 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse. So I did it and it works. I think I had a bowel movement. It might not have even been 30 minutes. It might have been less than 30 minutes, but you will have a bowel movement in 30 minutes to an hour with this flush. So like I said, if you are experiencing something chronic and you really need like immediate relief, your stomach hurts, this is probably the best one to do because it will give you relief in less than an hour. So basically what you do is you put 2 teaspoons of sea salt. I use sea salt only. I don't use regular salt. I haven't had regular salt in my house in years. I only do sea salt. 2 teaspoons of sea salt in 8 ounces of warm or hot water. So if it's really hot, of course you have to let it cool down. So just make your water warm enough to where you can drink it, but it has to be warm enough to actually dissolve the salt. It is disgusting, so be fair warned. I think when I did it, I might have even had to hold my like nose and drink it because it's horrible, but it worked. So basically you just do that. You drink the whole 8 ounces of water, and then you follow with 3 more 8 ounces of water, and those can be, you know, warm water or they can be, you know, cold water, that doesn't matter. But don't put salt in the other 8 ounces. It only goes in that first 8-ounce cup of water. And the other 3 are just really to kind of follow it. It helps because the taste is awful and you can kind of rinse everything down off your tongue. And you do all of this on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. So that's why I said make sure you're at home, and literally you will be flushed out. With this though, your stools are very loose, very watery, be forewarned, but it provides almost, to me, that's almost instant relief. I mean, how much more instant can you get than 30 minutes to an hour when you're talking about, you know, relieving yourself if you're constipated? So those are my options. I hope it helps someone. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.